When my mom passed, I found her old library card in her wallet. The laminate was cracked, the signature faded. I almost threw it away, but something made me keep it. A week later, I visited the library she'd loved, the same wooden doors, the same smell of paper and time. I told the librarian, this was my mom's. She used to bring me here every Saturday. The woman smiled. She used to read to the kids in story hour. Her voice was everyone's favorite. I hadn't known that. She looked at the card, then at me. We still have some of her fines, she said jokingly. Unpaid since 1998. How much? $4.75. I handed over a 5. She smiled, typed something, and said, all clear now. Before I left, she asked, would you like to renew it? Same name? I hesitated, then nodded. Yes, same name. Now every Saturday, I take my own daughter there. We sit in the same corner, read the same stories, and when the librarian scans the card, she always says, still active. And I think, yes, she still is. At first, I thought it would hurt coming back, but the more I returned, the more it felt like visiting a familiar heartbeat. The creak of the floorboards, the dusty sunlight through tall windows, all of it whispered the same quiet comfort. She's here. One afternoon, I asked the librarian if they still had any of the books my mom used to borrow. She led me to the archives, where old checkout cards were still tucked inside paper sleeves. I flipped through and found her name written in blue ink, looping and patient. The last book she'd borrowed was The Secret Garden. I checked it out. My daughter and I read it together that night. She stopped halfway through and said, Grandma liked this? She did, I said, holding back a smile. Maybe because it's about finding something alive again. And another problem. The next week, I donated a few of Mom's old books to the library, each one with a small note inside. From Mary's shelf, may it find another dreamer. A month later, the librarian showed me a new display near the children's section, Mary's Corner Books to Grow Up With. There was a little plaque beside it, in memory of a reader who never stopped sharing stories. I stood there, hand over my mouth, tears warming my face. My daughter pointed at the sign. That's Grandma's name. Yes, I whispered, and now everyone who reads here will know her too. Sometimes I still find little surprises, a child's drawing tucked between the pages of a donated book, a thank you note scrawled on a bookmark. It feels like the library itself remembers her, like the walls breathe in her laughter and exhale it for anyone who needs a little comfort. Once, a woman stopped me near the shelves. You're Mary's daughter, aren't you? I nodded. She used to read to my son. He's grown now, teaches English. He says she made him love stories. That night, I held the old library card under the lamp, tracing her faded signature with my finger. It wasn't just plastic and ink, it was a key. One that still opened doors she built with kindness and words. I renewed the card again this year. When the librarian handed it back, she smiled and said, you know, it's the oldest active account in our system. Good, I said. Let's keep it that way. Some legacies don't need monuments, just a name that keeps checking out joy for the next generation.